What is going on and how is everyone doing? Welcome to Victory Monday. What a game we had against the Cleveland Browns. I could not have asked for a better season opener than what we just witnessed yesterday. Look, before we get started, I just want to take a moment to just ask everyone, please like this stream, like the show. If you like the content that I'm creating, please support me. Give me a like, give me a heart, give me a laughy face, something. Share it to your friends, tag a bunch of people. It really, really does help out getting into that Facebook algorithm and getting it out to other people. It takes 5 seconds to do, and it's completely free. Just please take the moment to do that. Look, I want to start this show off by offering the Cleveland Browns an apology, because pre-game I predicted that this game was going to be 35-17 to the Kansas City Chiefs, and I mean, that was just disrespectful. It was disrespectful to the Cleveland Browns and Baker Mayfield and company, Nate Chubb and Kareem Hunt. They've got a good thing going over there. That rushing attack, that two-headed monster, is just unbelievable. And Kansas City fans, you absolutely know about Kareem Hunt and what he brings. And unfortunately, things didn't work out here. He got into all of his legal issues, and we had to let him go. And man, I regret ever letting him go and letting him get away from us. Man, he plays hard, and it's just, to him, it's personal. Every single time he plays Kansas City, and produces, and you can't. So I need to offer the Cleveland Browns a sincere apology. They really looked really good. Baker Mayfield looks like a stud. Now, with that said, our defense looked like trash. It looked like trash. And no sound heard. Can you hear me? I don't know what's going on. How about now? Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. You hear me loud and clear. Sorry, guys, I just got this mic hooked up through a new audio interface, and this is the first time I've used it. Are we good to go? All right, so check it. Look, this is what I was saying. First and foremost, I apologize for that. Look, if you like the content that I put out, hit that like button, hit that share button, go give me a little heart, go give me a laughy face, something like that. It really helps getting into the Facebook algorithm and getting it out to other people so we can share this among Chiefs Kingdom. So, and then with that, I was saying that I need to offer the Cleveland Browns a sincere apology because I predicted them to be only score 17 points, and that offense is no joke. Chubb and Kareem Hunt, that two-headed monster out there, they have it going on. They've really they really do have it going on. And that offensive line that they're running behind is tremendous. And it was just disrespectful. The prediction I gave them for them to only score 17 points was disrespectful on my end. So you know what, Cleveland, kudos to you. You really came out. You really shocked me, and I apologize. With that, I don't apologize for Kansas City beating you. It still wasn't enough, and and the main reason for that is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes, man, he's the man. No joke. And it's undeniable that Kansas City is never out of a game. If you leave Kansas City Chiefs even a sliver of hope, you better be on your toes. You better stay on your toes. They will make you pay for it. They will absolutely make you pay for it. And there's this stigma or this notion that there's this Mahomes magic. Well, let me explain something to everyone. The way I see things. Patrick Mahomes, the Mahomes magic is part of the game plan. It's a product of the game plan, and you see this time and time and time again. Andy Reid goes out there and the offense will run their scripted 10 plays. They'll run their scripted 15 plays or 20 plays, whatever it might be. And then they'll start to mix it up at the end of the first half. We go into halftime, Andy Reid makes these adjustments, Patrick Mahomes makes these adjustments, and Steve Spagnuolo makes these adjustments based off of what they see on the field, what their opponent is giving them on the field. And then they're just going to take what is given. So, yes, there's a lot of comebacks, but it is a product of the game plan. And that's exactly the game plan. You see it time and time and time again. And now Kansas City has this reputation of they have to go down 21 points before they're comfortable. And he's the comeback kid. So, not that it's not great to watch. As fans of the Kansas City Chiefs, it's magical. It is exactly what it is. It's Mahomes magic. That's why it keeps happening. As well as Baker Mayfield did, and I don't want to take anything away from the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was out there and he was making tremendous throws. He was throwing it on a line, dropping it in a bucket, throwing it on a dime, or however you want to express it. He was playing ball. He was playing ball. And he shredded this defense. And the defense really, really did suffer because, look, and I'm not going to make excuses. Like I said, I don't want to take away from Baker Mayfield at all and the offense and everything that they did over there. That they did a great job. But Tyrann Mathieu is out. Willie Gay Jr. is out. And Frank Clark's out. And so, that's half of our leaders on the defense right there. And you've really seen the lack of athleticism in our linebacker core with Willie Gay Jr. being out. They beat us to the outside I don't know how many times. That was when Cleveland was most productive, was when they were running it to the outside. So with those guys coming back next week, that's going to be big. That's going to be big. That's going to really help this team moving forward. and they got a tough opponent next week in the Baltimore Ravens. And now the Baltimore Ravens rushing attack is not as potent as what it once was due to injuries. I think their first two starting running backs, Mark Ingram, Gus Bradley, they're out. It got so bad over in Baltimore. It got so bad over in Baltimore that they signed Le'Veon Bell. And the funny thing was, I think it's hilarious. The funny thing is they signed Le'Veon Bell. It can't even get on the 53-man roster. He's on the practice squad. All right, but it was Andy Reid's fault why he didn't do any well. It was Adam Gase's fault why he didn't have any good production. It was the Jets. It was the Chiefs. Dude can't even make a 53-man roster. Get out of here. Joseph Ubaldo, what's up, buddy? How you been? Nice to see you in the chat. Donnie Ray, Connie Byatt, nice to see you guys in the chat. Caitlin Jade, nice to see you in the chat. Hey, guys, look, check it out. I know a lot of y'all in my chat, we all know each other. Caitlin Jade, she's in the chat right there. Go hit her up. She is selling candy bars for the Holden football team. Well, her children are selling candy bars as a fundraiser. And so hit her up. I think they're like $1 a piece. And it's 60 come in a box, $60 for a box. I mean, they're incredibly cheap. You can't find a candy bar in Quick Trip for $1. So, and they're great products. So just go hit her up and then help these kids out, man. This is to help them get football helmets, help them get football pads and jerseys, and, to help get equipment for the season, first down markers and referee gear and everything that comes into the football season. Yes, confirmed. $1 a piece. Go check her out. She will hook you up. Anyways, back to the game. Look, QB pressure in the second half, I think, is what changed the game. Once Chris Jones could really start getting some pressure and start affecting, not necessarily sacks every single play, but, he started affecting the quarterback, just his presence alone. And then, they started double teaming him. It freed up a couple other guys. And QB pressure, I'm not going to give Chris Jones all the credit, even though he was a big contributor. But QB pressure in general, that's what allowed Kansas City to get back into this game. And ultimately, that's what allowed Kansas City to ice the game, was the QB pressure from Danny Sorensen. QB pressure from Danny Sorensen to, get Baker Mayfield. Sorry, guys, I had to change scenes here. To get Baker Mayfield to throw that arid ball. Now he was trying to throw it away, so they say. But look, man, that guy was double covered, and he wasn't even close to throwing it away. I think he was going to try to fit it in there. Baker Mayfield is notorious for kind of just overthinking things at the end of the game, and he made another mistake, man. He tried to force it, and it didn't work out. And so the QB pressure was really what was the game changer, allowed us to get back into it. Tyreek Hill had a huge game, didn't he? He had a huge game. And of course, Travis Kelce, he's Mr. Reliable. He's our go-to guy. And the crazy thing about Tyreek Hill having such a big game, he goes out there after the game and he says, well, I feel like I left yards on the field. What? Bro, you had like almost 200 yards. And that's good as fans to see stuff like that, and that's probably why he said it. But it's good as fans to see stuff like that because they're hungry. They 200-yard game. He wants more. He wants 250. He wants 300-yard games. But my biggest issue is outside of Travis Kelsey and Tyreek Hill is who there's still no one. There's no one to step up. There's no one. There's no one to be there, and really take that wide receiver two position. Demarcus Robinson. I don't know what McCole Hardman was thinking. He's got an extra 4 yards in front of him, and he runs out of bounds to create a 3rd and 1 instead of getting the first down. That definitely doesn't help his chances. And then Demarcus Robinson's not really stepping into that role. Byron Pringle's not really stepping into that role. And I said preseason that I think they're going to kind of do like wide receiver by committee. We know that Patrick Mahomes can spread the ball around. So, why I could see that being a viable option. Why not spread the ball around? We really need someone to step up into that number 2 position. The running game didn't really look that great. And I want to talk about the offensive line for a second because that was the big talk. We got 3 rookies starting and Orlando Brown Jr. and Joe Thuney on the left side. I didn't think Orlando Brown Jr. looked that good. I mean, I don't think he looked that good. I seen Myles Garrett both Myles Garrett and Jadeveon Clowney just working him. He got worked on the outside. He got blown by a couple times. They sped right by him. He got worked back on the inside. he got beat several times, and it almost seemed as if they were targeting him, as he was a weak point. And I was just not impressed with the Kansas City Chiefs left tackle's debut. Here in Kansas City, and I don't think they did that great on and running either. I don't think they ran the ball very well either. Let's see. Joseph Ubaldo, he says, watching that throw, it definitely didn't look like he was trying to throw it away. Didn't make sense. Even if he tried to lob it over the cornerback's head, it was a panic throw and he was trying to make a play. Absolutely. And he's notorious for it. And I understand he's got good intentions and he's just trying to make a play. But you make plays from within the system. You don't go outside the system and try to make plays. You make plays from within the system. And it was working. The crazy thing was it was working the entire game. And he got away from it. And they let that sliver of a hope. And Kansas City was able to sneak back in there. I don't think, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, I don't think he's gonna produce as well as what you're hoping for in your fantasy league there, Joseph. If you have a PPR league, the points per reception league, then maybe that's he might be a viable running back too. But I just don't think that in any other league he's maybe a flex or keep him on the bench for a bye week or something like that. Daniel Hibden, nice to see you in here, buddy. I think the O-line could use more work. Mahomes needs time in the pocket. Absolutely. And look, I was just getting done harping on their O-line, and I don't think that they did a very good job during this game. It wasn't very impressive. They didn't run block very well. They didn't pass block very well. With that said, this is the first game. We have 5 new starters. 5 new starters on the offensive line. Orlando Brown, Joe Thuney, Creed Humphrey, Trey Smith, and Lucas Niang. Unheard of. Usually there's 1 or 2 guys that come back, but all 5 of our starters are new. So we got to give them a little bit of time. It takes chemistry. The best offensive lines in the league have tremendous chemistry. I have faith. I have faith in what we got going on. As much as I pick on them, as much as I might say that they're wrong or that they're doing things bad, I got faith. I got faith, my guy. Plus, with Mahomes, anything can happen. Looking forward, we've got absolutely. The more they play, the better they will get. Absolutely. We got the Baltimore Ravens coming up here next week. Offensively, I think that we really have to get this O line going, and we need to put them in good positions. There was a point in this last game where the Browns knew we were going to pass the ball. The play calling had gotten very unbalanced. And it was pass. And even when we did get the ball to our running back, it was a pass to the flat. At that point, their defense is just going to pin their ears back. And they're just going to rush on almost every single down. So the play calling has to help these guys out. Get them out there on screens, run the ball up the gut, slow down whatever pass rush might be present from the opponent any given Sunday. And it starts with Andy Reid. He's the play caller. He has to put them in good positions. And so against the Baltimore Ravens defensive front, I think we're going to have a much better game. I think Baltimore is probably a non-contender at this point. Just with the injuries, I'm not sure. We're going to find out if Lamar Jackson is real or not this year. We will. He's going to throw the ball at least 40 times a game. They can't run the ball and expect to run the ball effectively being two running backs down, right? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So we're going to find out if Lamar Jackson can take this team, put them on his shoulders, and throw the ball 40 times a game throughout the whole season. And this might be a defining point in Baltimore's in Lamar Jackson's legacy. And Baltimore might not try to build their run or their team on the run after this if he does well. So, I don't know. This is going to be a test. This is what makes the NFL and football so interesting, is we got all these little side stories. Joseph Ubaldo, I am just a hater, LOL. As a Broncos fan, I hate that we will be facing Mahomes for 12 plus years. Hey, look, I think, just to kind of address that fact, I think the Broncos are going to be really good, bud. I really do. I think they're going to be really good. I think Teddy Bridgewater came into Kansas City last year with the Carolina Panthers, and he almost upset Kansas City. And they didn't have, what's his name, Christian McCaffrey. They didn't have Christian McCaffrey at the time. And so, I was really impressed with what Teddy did last year during that game. And my first thought when he came to Denver was, that's going to put you guys in contention immediately. It's going to put you in contention. And yeah, no, it's going to put you guys in contention. I think you guys are going to be probably just one, maybe two games behind Kansas City. And you're going to get a wild card. I think you're going to get the lone wild card spot this year. So, maybe good, not better than us. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Baltimore needs to get Cam Newton, move Lamar Jackson to running back. Just RPO everyone. Hey, you know what? That might not be a bad plan, bro. That might not be a bad plan. No, they didn't have Christian McCaffrey. No, even if they did have Christian McCaffrey, I mean, you don't expect Teddy Bridgewater to come in and do Kansas City like he did him. He passed all over him. He ran all over him. Kansas City couldn't stop him for nothing. So, just have faith in your quarterback. I think he's going to do really, really well. Defensively, moving forward to this Baltimore game, I expect to see a lot of nickel packages, a lot of dime packages, a lot of extra defensive backs on the field, and I'm super excited to get Tyrann Mathieu, Anthony Hitchens, and Frank Clark back. Um, if we could shore up, we have to have that pass rush. If we could shore up the other side, the left side, and let Chris Jones and Frank Clark do their thing on the edges, we've got guys like Mike Dana and Derek Nottie on the inside that can be disruptive. And, with the acquisition of, or with getting Willie Gay Jr. back to replace Ben Neiman, which I don't understand why that dude's even got a job on the team anymore. He's just so slow. He's so slow. But getting Willie Gay Jr. back will be huge. Will be absolutely huge. So, yeah, I think that we will see a better performance from this defense going into week 2 or coming out of week 2. They're going to perform a lot better against Baltimore than what we've seen. So with that said, I have the Chiefs winning, let's say, 42-21. 42-21 Kansas City. All right, guys. I appreciate every single one of you showing up, asking questions. That's what makes this great. Just wanted to stop in and see your work. I've been following you on Facebook. Keep up the good work and content. Thank you, Joseph Ubaldo. I appreciate you checking it out. Do me a favor. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. If you're catching this on YouTube later on, catching the recording, hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss any content. Oh, hey guys, look, check this out. Real quick, before I leave, I just wanted to show you something. And make sure I'm on the right screen here. Look, I got this thing from a fan of mine. Look. I don't know if you can see it. Let me move my microphone. A cool little Scentsy warmer. I say it's a fan of mine. My aunt is the one that sells them. If you want one of those cool little Scentsy warmers, Joseph, I know you're a Baltimore's fan. I'm sure that she has one in Baltimore, Broncos fan. I'm sure that she has a Broncos one. She has all the NFL teams. She's got all the MLB teams. The link is in the description of this video. You can go find it there. Kim Orth Howe. She is amazing. She's an incredible woman. Go check her out. Buy some of those Cincy things. And then, one last thing. I have gotten the press and I have gotten the designs for all my t-shirts and my coffee mugs. So everyone that pre-ordered, I've already spoke with you and collected money from most of you. I will have those out and printed ASAP, and we will get those shipped out. I will message each one individually and give you a tracking number as soon as I get it set out. If you haven't pre-ordered, my link is in the description to my Shopify account. Go get you a Jaymes Howell Chiefs Talk t-shirt or a mug or a hoodie. And as well, we have another line of coffee cups. Go check it out on Spotify. It's called the Don't Be a Line. Don't Be a Line of coffee cups. Go check it out. So, look, it was a pleasure, as always, to talk to you guys. I absolutely love what I do. And it is because of you guys that I get to do it. So until next time, stay legendary, my friends.